Hello students, I am Sanab KB from Department of Physics of RBNB College, Shirampur. This is my first lecture on the subject physics for topic electrostatics, which is for competitive exams MSCAT, NEET, JEE. Students, in a previous class, that is 11th science, already we studied the topic electrostatics. Again, already we study in this year, that is 12th standard, also study the electrostatics. Now here, syllabus of 11th and 12th class for the topic electrostatics is for these exams. Therefore, we have to focus on these 2 years, that is 11th and 12th. And already we studied the electrostatics, both the 2 classes. Now here, first we focus on some points related to this topic, then take some questions which are related to these competitive exams. Okay, now here in both classes we studied about that electrostatics. Electrostatics is a branch of physics which deals with rest charge. In this topic, we study only the rest charge, stationary charge. Already we studied. Now here in focus, of this topic, first we studied that electric field intensity. Electric field intensity E is force experienced per unit charge, that E is equal to F divided by this Q0 is the stress charge. This is the definition of electric field intensity. Also, we find that electric field intensity E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by that R square in magnitude. That is the electric field at a distance R from a point charge. Already we obtained this expression for electric field intensity at a point. Again, considering here 2 electric fields E1 and E2, just like that magnitude of resultant vector, that composition of 2 vectors, and then magnitude of that electric field intensity E in terms of that components is given by E is equal to E1 plus E2 plus twice E1 E2 cos theta. This is a relation here we obtained from that composition of that 2 vectors, that is E is equal to, magnitude of this electric field intensity E is equal to under root of E1 E2 plus 2 E1 E2 cos theta. Now we also learned in that previous class that another point is electric lines of force. Electric lines of force. That path traced by positive charge is called electric lines of force. And now also we studied that properties of electric lines of force. That lines of force always starts from positive charge, end at negative charge. They are not intersect with one another. That tangent drawn at any point on that lines of force gives the direction of electric field. If lines of force are more crowded, then intensity of electric field is large. If lines are widely separated, then strength of electric field is less. Already we studied that some properties of electric lines of force. Now here also we obtain that electric field intensities along the axis. Now here E along the axis that is E is equals to 2p divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r cube. Okay, now here P is the electric dipole moment. We also studied here the electric dipole moment. P is equal to that P is equal to 2L into Q here. The product of magnitude of a charge and dipole length is the electric dipole moment. So P is equal to 2L into Q. This is the definition of electric dipole moment. And now here electric field along the axis E is equal to 2P divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r cube. That r be the distance of that point which is along the axis. Again for short dipole, that value of E is equal to minus P divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r cube if it is a short. And now for a short dipole, that ratio of that E axis to that E equator, which is equal to that 2/1, means here that E along equatorial point, this is a E axis and this is a equatorial, is equal to only P divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r cube. In previous class already we obtained this expression for electric field intensity along axial point, along equatorial point, ratio of or comparing these two field intensities, we get the 2/3 here. Now we also write that for short electric dipole, that direction and electric field in terms that direction for that tan alpha is equals to that 1/2 tan theta, 1/2 tan theta here. that alpha gives the direction of electric field intensity. Okay, now again we saw that what is the value of, suppose this is the fifth point, and then sixth point will be torque acting on electric dipole. That torque tau is equal to that P cross E is equal to PE cos theta. In vector form, P cross E, electric field intensity. P is the electric dipole moment. Here electric field intensity E. So this torque acting on this electric dipole moment is given by vector P cross vector E. And by definition of that vector product, it is a PE cos theta. Okay, again we obtain the torque for different cases. If case 1, that torque for different cases, that if theta is equal to 0 and that another case for theta is equal to 180. Same these cases, value of that torque will be 0. Then here mistake is that this is a vector product, then that value will be PE sin theta. P cross E is a PE sin theta. If tau is equal to 0, theta is equal to 0 or 180 degree, values for that torque is 0. For case second, that theta is equal to 90 degree, then value of that torque is equals to plus PE. This is the maximum value of torque. Now case second, for theta is equal to 270 degree, that tau is equal to minus PE, and this is the minimum value of this torque. And now graphically we represent these three cases. Here that here is the potential energy, maximum potential energy, and here minimum PE, that value of torque, not potential energy. Graph on this axis is the R, and here is the value of theta. Then graphs comes to be for these two cases are like this one. Now here is the value of pi by 2, and here is a 2 pi by 2. Here maximum and minimum values of torque produced by this